Hey, how's it going? I'm Sketch Monster. Today we're going to go over how to draw Shhhhhh Among Us. That pose, famous pose, we're going to go through it step by step from beginning to end. Stay around to the very end of the video. It's only 8 minutes and you're going to know it and love it. Let's get started. Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to go over how to draw an Among Us crewmate going shh, doing the shh, that hand. So we're going to go through it together. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to go right here and I'm going to curve. And it's going to be his whole body, by the way, okay? Curve right here for the top of his head. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to curve around that corner and then pull down all the way to his feet. Go over here on this side, all the way down. Curve underneath, curve underneath. Right, we got his feet kind of planted on the ground, right? That's a really big thing. Pull up, line underneath right here, and then pull up. So now we have this like marshmallow man type thing going on. Their hands, excuse me, I'm coughing. I have a little bit of a cold left over. By the way, don't forget, hit the like. If you're an Among Us fan, absolutely hit that like right now. Like if you're an Among Us fan, for reals. I want to spot you guys, figure out where you were. Hit that like if you're an Among Us fan. But one thing I want to talk about really quick is when they kind of move their hands, they're disconnected from their body. You don't really see their hands unless they do something. And let's go over here. We're going to draw this first before the other part. Before the windshield, right? So go right here, and that's going to be the pointer finger. Alrighty. Go over here, the knuckle area, down, pull in for kind of the hand. Line downward here, flat, pull up. See, I like this. This is the side of the hand, kind of like this part, the fat pad of the hand. That's that part. Pulling line over here. Line here underneath. Curve. You got the thumb on that side. And then you can kind of split the hand off over here. Right there. There you go. Boom. I think that looks better. I like it cartoonier because I know in the official drawing it's like all like realistic-y. I know. I like that. I think that looks cartoonier. I think it just, I don't know. I like it personally more. Let's go over here and draw the windshield. Or the visor, what you call it. Line across. Alrighty, gonna pull down. Gonna go on this side. Pull down. Curve underneath. Curve underneath. And let's do the other part of this. So line down over here, like the reflection line. It's gonna be thin, like that. If you really want, you can throw like another little circle thing here. Alright. So far, so good. You can't really see his backpack because he's facing us, right? So the one thing else I would add on to this is I would add a thicker line around the outside border, which I'm about to do. Before I do that, hit the subscribe, click the bell notification. I post I post traditional drawing lessons every single morning. And then at night, I post iPad drawing lessons at night. So if you have an iPad, bring it to the evening stuff. And you'll love it. You'll learn all kinds of cool stuff about how to use it. It's on Procreate, and then some. But yeah. So one thing I want to bring to you as well, I'm going to start rebranding the channel and call it Sketch Monster as opposed to Easy Pictures to Draw. Sketch Monster is my pen name, so I think I'm just going to merge it into the channel pretty soon. But right now it's still Easy Pictures. But I do want to call it Sketch Monster. I think it's just kind of a cooler name. I go by it on Instagram a lot. So I'm like, why not just turn this channel into that? I do have another, I think, YouTube channel that goes by Sketch Monster, but I kind of stopped uploading on it for this channel. And so I want to kind of incorporate the style of this, where I'm doing daily drawings on different stuff, right? On different like stuff that I like watching, whether it be Mario, Among Us, dinosaurs, especially dinosaurs. I want to really push that. I'm sorry, like I like that style, right? As opposed to teaching just pure mechanics of drawing. But then I also want to on the side teach mechanics of drawing. Like perspective, foreshortening, stuff like that. if that makes sense. I want to do kind of both on the channel. The other one was a little bit more construction based, so I thought it wasn't quite as I didn't think it was quite as, it was just like a different style, honestly. But like I said, I like drawing stuff like Among Us, like Mario, like Godzilla, like that stuff is just like my pride and joy is doing that stuff. So another thing we want to do over here is you want to add like a little bit more detail. You can add like a couple of things. Number one, you can add an expression, right? He's doing shh, but like let's just say he's still kind of like cautious or something. Let's say he still has like a exclamation point, or maybe he has a question mark with an exclamation point. I don't know, but the cool part about this stuff, doing stuff like this, is that let's do like this little, like what? The cool part about this is that it kind of gives a little bit of a story, like a tiny bit of a story in your already drawn stuff, right? When you add these little details, it kind of gives, like, again, mild story. People kind of like connect with it more. Maybe put like some little lines over here on the edge. This is kind of like a, I don't know, like a style thing. But when you do stuff like this, it, like I said, gives you kind of like, oh, what's happening? What's going on? And that makes the viewer more curious. So if you want, like, I would say if you think about the drawings that I save and the people I follow on Instagram, they tend to throw that little extra oomph of story that kind of helps, you know, the viewer kind of connect to what's going on. Or it makes it curious enough where it like pulls you in, if that makes sense. And so that's kind of what I want you to do for your drawings, right? Maybe throw a little bit extra, do your drawing, maybe throw a little bit extra. I don't know. It could be like a whoosh thing. It can be anything. But just try to see if you can throw something in there. Sometimes you can't, right? There's like, what am I going to do? But I'm also going to bold this hand out, by the way. But again, you're kind of doing a lot. Don't forget, check out the stuff in the description. Like a really good thing would be the free ebook. Puts you, basically, it gives you an ebook on how to draw cute. Gives you the proportions of something that is cute. So that's really, really important, like chibi. And kind of with that table, you can draw anything chibi. So absolutely go over there and check that out. It's a really, really valuable resource. I was selling it at one point, but I made it 100% free in the description. You just have to find it. So that's the only thing. You got to go through the description and look it up. That's the only cost to that. Other than that, there's other playlists. You can always check out basic drawing skills on Skillshare. I have them on there. I'm about to make new ones though, I think, and put them over here probably. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I want to thank you so much for watching. You're an amazing person, and you got to remember, the more you draw, the better you become at this stuff, the funner it becomes. It really does, because the more you can draw, you're like, oh, it's funner. Just enjoy the process, and you're always kind of improving, even if it's like a little bit of a mental improvement on your drawing skills. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Remember, every stroke is basically kind of an improvement in your road on the way to being an artist. So talk to you later.